So can you tell us a little bit about these, Wade?
Yeah, these are a couple canvases that I have had commissioned for some people. So this is Kennedy. It was for this woman. She got it made for her granddaughter. This says Echo. It was a canvas I made for one of my mom's colleagues. Her granddaughter was born. She named her Echo, and she wanted a image of a little Indian on the side. So that's the image I came up with. Those are the specific colors she wanted. And this is some of my graffiti that I do. Other than me painting schools, I paint a lot of street art on the side. And this says PMATS. It's basically my last name backwards. And when I write PMATS, I sort of think of like the letter composition and the flow of things, just to make everything look symmetrical and just everything nice and tight, just so the picture sort of has a good composition. Today we're in Velna School in Velna, which is about an hour and a half northeast of Edmonton. So the narrative behind my painting that I did in this classroom is I wanted to show the different elements and the different seasons throughout the year. I also wanted to show unity and family and education in my piece. I used a lot of vibrant colors and organic lines and shapes to sort of make like teepees, sweat lodges, things to show water, the wind. Basically just had a little bit of fun with it, and they sort of gave me the flexibility to do my own thing. My next project is actually in the same school, but it's going to be in the lobby. So they set up a scaffold for me, and the principal approached me with this idea where she wants me to do the 7 grandfather teachings, and she wants the symbols on top of the foyer, and I'll be starting that project this week. What does this look like?
What does that look like?
And everything I do has a story to tell. So this is a graduate, somebody graduating from high school, our kindergarten, like some of you guys, and these are 2 eagle feathers on the side, and this will be a teepee. So it's gonna take some time, but and this is the sun. This will eventually turn into a teepee, and I just added some multicolor hills in the background just to, I don't know, spice it up a bit, but that's how it's going so far. Yeah, being an artist, you're always a student and learning. So I think my skills are okay, but there's always room for growth in no matter what you do, so.
So can you give me an idea of what this project was about?
This was a project I did for the school of Kihiwasini in my reserve of Saddle Lake. It is a logo that I illustrated for a play that they had called Baggage to Bundles. So this is a project that I also did at Kihiwasini, the high school in my home community. They basically wanted me to do a canvas that was 8 feet by 8 feet. So it's 8 feet tall, 8 feet wide. They wanted a silhouette of teepees, sort of like a gradient in the background of sun setting. And then on the top, I sort of interpreted the 7 sacred teachings again. I sort of made it like northern lights, like everything was flowing and all the signals in there. So you have the buffalo, the beaver, the wolf, the turtle, the human, the bear, and the eagle at the end. So I thought a good composition for the illustration would everything to be at top, so it's all sort of symmetrical and it flows. Like I also added an eagle feather in the stars. I also added sort of like a bear paw here and shooting stars. I'm basically making a painting for Grant McEwen, and I interpreted the Métis symbol, family, I guess unity, the Inuit symbol, and a teepee and a feather to represent First Nations. Also the hills on Treaty 6 land, and a fish for food.
How long did it take you to sketch out your little design?
For the design, it took me about 3 hours because I had to think of the composition and the narrative behind it. And then when I started this, it was a blank canvas, and from that to this, the steps took me about 6 hours. So I probably have another 6 hours to go. After I'm done with the colors, I'm going to fold the lines and add white for highlights and do a border around the edges.
How would you describe your type of artwork?
I describe it as, I guess, it's a unique style. It's First Nations. I sort of get inspiration from like Jerry Whitehead and Norval Morrisseau. So I sort of just put my own twist on it because I'm a street artist. I use spray paint as my main medium, and I also use acrylic, so it's a little bit different because I have different techniques. You can blend colors a little bit differently when you use aerosol. So, yeah.
So what is this, Wade? Where are we here?
We're at an abandoned store. It's on my dad's land, so basically owns the building. I came in here just to, there's not many places to spray paint in the res, so I just thought I would come and use a couple spare cans and do a piece in here. So when I'm in Edmonton and other cities, there's lots of legal walls and spaces for you to paint, but out in the res there's next to nothing, so I try find like a lot of abandoned buildings and things like that just to come and spend some time and work on my craft. And this was some stuff I did in art school. This was one of our critiques in our class.
What art school?
I went to Vancouver Island School of Art in Victoria. I did the certificate program. It was a one-year program that I just recently graduated from, and this was some of the work I produced